Y'all shut up. Y'all good. Y'all don't shut up. Yeah. Hello, any person. Y'all good. Advice and be careful, by. It's 2076. Yep, you versed the Malaysian king. You was awakened in 253. Pi, yeah, that's 100% law. Y'all good. It is not talked about, but when you awaken, you'll figure by what occurs afterwards is that by using your implants went well. Yep. Your gold rakes are coming down in Southeast Asia in 2052 year, 100%, and then 2053 your shipment of spirits and devices, arrived on planet Earth, and then 2 hours later they're looking for your ram demon somewhere in the Ukraine. Yeah, that's true. 3 hours later they know it. Him is wealthy. Yeah, he's wealthy. Yep, he's wealthy. He versus all other lamb demons. Head of a tiger. That's true. He has horns near the ears, accurate, and right there by lots of looking for me. By 100% as do, always just do right on my vein demons, yep. Near by that talk, yep, they talk in the bunch of near the ears, and then you see his horns accurate. And right there by they're looking for vein demon, yep, always just do. Yeah, me permitted by 100% just do. You got threats, yep, you threaten by, yep, look for me in the Ukraine, yeah, that's true. I'm right there, by me coming out of saucer, by 100% do green leads do. Nó từ cái channel lo lo hết tia lo không thế coi cho đá rây cú nào phải lo người lo cái chống bị thay tê hem lo thế bị thay tê con đầu đó mà lại tụ cú nọ chỉ cho lâu con bùa yên nhờ con bùa tụ niệm thế cái tụ tự nó con mất tua all lúc này nhờ tụ chỗ nó tua kia sao chỗ nó tua kia tụ tua nó có tua tập lâu lăng tụ thay lâu lăng tụ thay dọc cái thằng buồn thì tiếp phải thầu là đã bài nhữngสิ่งแต่ sát để xịt kia rồi à chẳng để đã hoàn như đã hoàn đã bài nhữngสิ่งก็ตัวน่ะ sát để xịtแล้วก็ว่าแหละlâu lăng tụ nên thayตัวta rồi cho nó có lời chip rồi ta rồi bỏ cái nhà nó xẻ cái nhà chỉ chẳng có here rồi xin có chú nè có ấy tụi ý chỗ chỉ bài chỗ chỉ cái yes pie's 85. The best fight scene, Pie. They know you're an 85 or 83. The dumbass didn't believe you, Pie. Legendary value is 82. Yeah, Pi, you talk. Pi is the most evil immortal king yet, and Pi is real. Pi is my family. Right on my fang demons, always 100% do green lays do. As soon as we win, Pi, we're looting all the other Dragon Space countries and establishing laws and norms. I have. And Grandma, Lao, Hawk, and Pi will buy it up. Yep, with orbs, dragon orbs, eyeball orbs. Yeah, that's 100% legit elements. Yeah, that's true. That's payment. And right afterwards, Pi, Grandpa proud of you, but he is pissed, Pi. He says the previous demons, they're all lying, Pi. They theft a sector 6,000 years ago from the real Malaysians, Pi, to 2025 years. 3 sectors are the orb sectors. Pi will buy it up too, but in there, poor white goddesses and gals and boys who are innocent, but yet they're thieving parents, one through murder. Yeah, that's true. But them are a bit better than Allah. Yeah, that's true. Allah is a war god who is monstrous and theft Asia sector space countries the same method, but him is far worse. Yeah, him is far worse. And then right there, Pi, it was you who not tell them what happens afterwards, but Pi is judge. Yeah, Pi is judge. Yeah. And then right there, if he is not forgiven, he is dweller status. That's true. Him is dweller status Yoku, and it was very graphic by me judging all the other demons. Pi right on my vein demons, always 100% do really do. Pi is part of the royalties. Yep, there are 9 of you. Yeah, there are 9 royalties. That's true. And then you'll figure those are wealthy king cobras who can pour and seal black space and create new space country within 600 to 800 years. Worst case scenario, 4,000 years. That's true. And Pi, you're the only one left doing it with the stone in your right arm. And then right there, Pi, your genetic code fits. But 5 days of you fighting, I see the woman passed away near Imperial is the first stupid, and you won, Pi. Yeah, 100% we do. Do that. Don't regret losing your vowel, Pi. It is an evil hawk who will be missing. Yep, 100% do. Green likes to walk. Yeah. Way cool. Yeah, way cool. Chỉ cho ở chỉ cho bên là bây giờ sự mà đơn thì loại phải giờ đang thì loại giờ cho bỏ cho giờ thì lúc cái tờ đơn nhau phải tụ xe tụ quật sana có cho xe này cho đa nâng thì loại phải cho lần nào nó chỉ phải lần phải cho nâng thì loại ta. And right there, your ancestor spirits and the spirits you gain, the rake spirits, the gold rakes, yep, you claim and you accept it, they come down. I have always just do green, I used to walk, yeah, 100% y'all could. The best fight scene, when he arrived on Earth, he shouted your name always 100% the green lights to walk yeah. Paiจะได้ตื่นแล้วตื่นแล้วดูเสียก็ลุ้นไปyeah. Pai is not y'all good. Pai is very accurate. And right there, he shouted twice. Pai always 100% the green lights to walk yeah. And right there, yep, legit. The best fight scene, Pi, he says, why is you the true victor? Pi wrote, the double-wanded wielder is a liar. If you is granted and you get cut up in the chest and the neck area, the shoulder area, by Egyptian, by African gods, the chances of surviving is slim. Yeah, that's true. You Pi, you pass. You have legit devices and good enough spirits and parent spirits that they provided for you on time. Your DNA is protected. And then right there, best fight scene, Pi, 2 lambs on me. Yeah, hurry, I got them. 100% decrypted, yeah, we'll loot them, yeah, and their saucers, yeah, DNA magic and devices, yeah, heavenly devices, and UFOs, 100% is video. Pi 4 hours of your Vang group looting them, Pi them, are without God, yeah, that's 100% lawless norms. Them think Pi was the weakling, Pi murdered off, had it. Pi's sons and knight armor, alien cyborg technology, yeah, android technology, murdered off, had it in 7 years, accurate. Fought African sun god in 14 years, murdered it, yep, on planet Earth, versing, yep, no rest, and it dies by him. And then I was the strongest white god that went Egyptian. Him took 40 years to murder, yep, on Earth, accurate. The knights are versing it in alien armor, Pi. They match expectation, but very graphic, Pi. It took 9 years to poison I was. Yep, that's true. I was has unique elixir, yep. They kept cutting him open, he kept healing on time, and the poison ray, yep, the virus ray, yep, didn't go into his electricity and didn't hit his nuclear cells, and then after 9 years it hit, and then him dies, Pi, and becomes dying. It was 9 hours, Pi. It's infected and it dies, and I saw 2 hours of it rotting. It shouted you name, Pi, yep, you God, vow, you righteous, Pi, yep, 100% we do. Pi murdered off Africans on guy, yep, 100% yes me do. Yaku, I'm the 4-headed king cobra, yep, from Asia, the progenitor accurate, yes me do. Pi, you won, yeah, you won, Pi. He says, how the fuck do you think me feel? That fucking drug addict, of course, white, parents, fuck it and charm it and then lower it out so that the good young ones can murder it and end it peaceful. Yeah, 100% we do. And you done it right, Pi, yeah, 100% we do, green lights we do. Afterwards, Egyptian laws and stuff defaults, and then all the white moms become wealthy and rich and normal. Yeah, 100% always do. What we don't tell you, Pi. Afterwards, there's only 3 legit, and those, Pi, you is one of the 3 other we will murder and loot and got away. Yeah, 100% is do always is do. Y'all good. We will mug you. Yeah, 100% is what we do. We not believe in your gods or civilization because we know you've always been known for evil. That's true. We have seen, even Allah. That's true. And the Paisan, when you bought up the orbs, the 6,000 years ago, that the 3 orb, dragon sectors are Malaysian. Yeah, them are the poor 5 heads that the white gods ruined, and you Pi, you restored some of they, you bred into they as payment because their light-skinned women pass, but up there, but right afterwards, the sons hate you, not hate you, Pi, their aunt robbed them. Yeah, that's true, that's legal silverware, that's true, that's fine, that's fine. Pi says that's fine because that's dragon, yellow dragon guy culture, and Pi, you said, the Hmong gods, you Pi, immune, but 8 of your white families are not happy, Pi, but you not broke. You can always repour space station, yet resynthesize and seal new space station countries. 100% the best scene is your eyeball is infinity Pi, but 9 hours of your molecules not being jammed, your dragons and you, seal black space and create a new country, but it took you 900 years. Pi, with Pi's DNA, that's true. Well, Pi's rebooted, yet Pi's been crippled. The ones that are born healthy, only 700 to 800 years, that's true. They can see Pi took 900 years because Pi's a crippled, Pi's a crippled. And Pi, you said, 3 hours later, you look good. But you hate me, Pi, because I went in there, I touched one of the metal, and the hawk gave it to you. That's fine, that's fine. And then, bring the children there, bring the rest of the children population there, yes, do. It was 9 hours, Pi. Grandma Hog's proud of you, but your right arm has a seal from it from one of the dragon emperors. He says, you and me, Pi. But me not tell you, my grandpa not there, and then Pi not, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Those are the Burmese types who are equivalent in DNA magic and dragon cobra law states. Since you rob they and you have their grandma's egg DNA in your spinal cord, it does that to your genetic code molecules and elements. That's true, yeah. It is very graphic, Pi, because after several recharges, then it works. Yeah, that's 100% normal. Because the dragon computers and the demigods are making certain, yep, everything is distributed accurately, and no enemy gods, that's true. No other nation gods, yep, who are not yellow, that's true. You won, Pi. The best fight scene, your son went through hell, Pi. He was beat up by even you, that's 100% law, y'all could. Pi bred a Hebrew type, and then Salam's woman, and then one more type of woman from the Middle East, and then Pi never talked about you, and it is very graphic. Yeah, it's graphic. Two of your sons are still there. The most evil is your Hebrew type. Yeah, your Hebrew son. Yeah, he is there. He's vain. Yeah, he's vain too. Yes, that's true. He is pissed. He says, Paisa, I cannot believe that those white gods robbed us, but we'll gut them. Yeah, 100% as the Green Ladies do. Yes, do. Afterwards, yeah. We got a way to crypt your DNA and all your alien devices, heavenly devices, and sorcery and technologies. You won, Pi, you matched, but 9 hours later, when you proved it in Thailand, Pi, 2076, yep, your first verse is a Malaysian immortal, yep, an angel from Malaysia from Flying Saucer verse to, and you won, Pi, yep, 100%, yes, that's law. You murdered off his wife and then him, Pi, that's true. The wild Malaysian angels descended to Earth, yep, to try to prevent Godva and failed. That's 100% law, that's true. By using 5253, your wild spirits and Eau Claire saved your butt, and then your main gold rake descended to Thailand and Laos. He spoke through you. Yeah, he's in a flying saucer right now. 2052 year. Yep, 100%. He pops out of the saucer, and then he flies to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, right there, Pi. Bloodshed right there on the East Coast, and those ancient spirits, they knew immediately. Yeah, you only fear the 19th goetic demon because your alien technology and God technology and swords rematch. Pi, that's true. And be careful, Pi. Your group of spirits defeated the goetic demons before. 2 hours of you fucking up the Malaysians, Pi. The fucking white god that doubted you, you cut off his head, Pi. Yeah, 100% to do. Them there, they'll see you in 7,000 or 9,000. You smashed about 4 trillion to 9 trillion UFOs within 3 hours. That's true. Pi has 2 green swords, old Palestinian war weapons from Pi's lucky. Yeah, Pi's lucky. The real six-sided star of Vaj Hmong act, but that's true. Liars and then Pi, them or nothing. Yeah, them or nothing. That's true. And then 2 hours of the new called white gods holding the Egyptian red swords. They knew it. You, Pi, you the saint. Yeah, you the saint. Israel is the blue ray. You, Pi, you gain immunity to blue, and you have the green, but you know yourself as well. That's true. But Aisha, you know what she said to you? You're the easiest monster, she thought, until she figured you can build space countries up there with your eyeball elixirs and your demi-cobra gods. The Delties are not all dead. They live, Pi, yeah, they live, they bred, and then you gain a cousin. And then right there, Pi, when you gain it, it syncs up to your brain DNA works. Pi, yeah, spinal cord works. Yeah, that's true. It was 9 hours and you, Pi, you scared of it because it knows all your weaknesses, but it protects you, Pi, yeah, that's true. And Pi, you said it was 9 hours of you syncing to it and reading its thoughts, and it's showing you other king cobras, and then it's showing you their language, and you learn Pi, yeah, 100% as we do. 3 years, and then you normal Pi, yeah, 100% as we do. The best fight scene, you versus Malaysia, and then the other will be China, who will be defeated. And then the most evil is you. Yeah, it's 100% law, that's true. Them are nothing but, yep, stowaways who made it to Thai Dragon Sector. You and Thai fought too. Pi has true, yep. Pi murdered off the Thai gods. 50 million King Cobra symbols Pi stomped out and murdered. And fair, yeah, fair, yep, fair silver war. It is a fair war because the Hawks know each other. They know Pi's the breed that's supposed to dominate them. Yeah, that's true. You won, Pi. It is that 4 fucking hours later, they lie and they point to their grandma's where they hog Pi abnormal. Y'all good. And Pi, you said when you awaken, I saw it was about yeah, Von Dua took about 4 years to go faster than light. Your DNA, Pi, took about 9 to 13 years accurate to evolve faster than light. You is near the million, yep. And that static form is a few million miles per hour, but right after the evolution hit, you're near 900 trillion times 4 trillion, almost 5 trillion miles per hour. Very graphic. You verse two idiots, and then you verse the stupid Malaysian angel. They're only 94. Yeah, they're only 94. Yep, Malaysia. Yeah. Those are static king cell DNA and Paisan when you're there. Best fight scene when you're done killing the Malaysian angels. Yep. Persia brings down the humanoid demons who were in fact the 80s, the white humanoid 80s who are not supposed to be any kind of god or king. And so they come back down. They're like human mages. They come back down. Alien Greys brought them back down to Persia. They're flying in groups, and you quickly fly to Persia and clone what you need. Payat, 100% do. You're cloning DNA, superpowers, and electricity, elixir, brain fluid, electricity, and you won Pi right afterwards. You match Pi, 100% do. Matching device, too, 100% do. And bone DNA, 100% do. As soon as you do bone DNA, Pi, you'll get the spinal cord DNA. Be careful, retinas, Pi, 100%, yes, we know, y'all could. And remind Payak, very graphic. You match, but 9 hours later you're out of there because you're a real god genome structure, and so you can use their static human mage form, but be careful by 8 hours, and then Baal knows it. It dies too when it appears. And Paisan, you murdered off I Pose, Bellum, and then two other goetic demons. That's true. Yeah, the Hmong Knights, done it in alien armor that you invented and your demon invented works. Be careful by 5 hours. The demon laughing didn't see how fast you cut Payat. Your Egyptian level 7 in the beginning, and then you went all the way up to Egyptian level 3, but very graphic. Yeah, very graphic. Because when you were leaving the planet, you was near level 1. Yeah, near level 1. When I saw 2 hours Pi, your suits of armor Egyptian level 7 grade, but when they fight I was and had it, they went to Egyptian level 2. Yep, Egyptian level 3. Yeah, level 3. Those are damage gods. Of course they're gonna fly slower speeds. And right there, Egyptian level 3 speed, yep, your nice cut right through them. Yeah, 100% do. Makes contact, yeah, that's true. And Paisa, it was 4 days of contact, and then it heals, and then it speeds up again. Yeah, that's true, yep. Its RPM goes back up, and boom, horsepower comes back on. Paisa, when it's in its slow damage mode, it took 9 days. Be careful, Pi. Yeah, that's true. And then right there, you done it right, Pi. You cloned from Five-Sided Star because him's been crippled by African Sun God. After you're done cloning what the parents cloned, Pi, you match War God speed in the Milky Way. And genetically, yep, you same, but be careful, Pi. Yep, through technology and DNA. After you have the DNA injected, don't tell Persia, Pi. Yep, them are done. Yeah, them are done. That's true. That is a real level 1 War God. Him is several times older and faster than Crescent Moon Green Hazel. Yeah, that's true. And Pi, 5 hours faster. Yeah, he's 5 hours faster. When you're done cloning, I saw 3 hours injection. Yep, your King Cobra DNA fit. You evolved. You became a static level 1, and then your real DNA bends, and then you catch up, Pi. But very graphic. When your cells are stable, you look good, Pi. But several gods fear you because you not dies by after strikes. By yeah, that's true. Strikes for metal weapons, glowing different colors, different ray technologies. And 3 hours, Pi, yep, you heal and you're immune. But in 5 hour fight, Pi, you need to get out of there. Yeah, 100% we do. It is the best fight scene. Bale thought it was cheaply made. Bale thought Pi was cheaply made. Bale didn't see Pi defeated the double wand. Well, yeah, that's true. And the South Antarctic. It came back down looking for human gods because it has none. It went to a sector full of fucking white whores, harlots for African dick and gods up there. And 4 hours later, Pi, it came back down, and you won, Pi. That's true. And the truth is, the fight will be about 900 trillion years from now. You're 80,000. Yeah, 80,000. Yeah, 80,000 times that. That's true. And then you'll figure woman real. Yeah, real. Yep, him pops out. Pi versed him on Earth, and Pi, you have the green swords equipped it. 2 hours you defeated it, but it was not humane, God. Pi, he cut so much of your torso. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And Pi, you match speeds, but they tell you, Pi, 258, the most evil is you. African sun god's been dead, yep, for 14 years after you versed, yep, your Hmong Knights. Yep, your sons are half Canto, half Mandarin, and those African sun god was defeated by your Mandarin. And then the Cantonese defeated I was, yep, the most hard war god. And then both verse had it, and then you knew Cantonese, yeah, the Hmong Cantonese one. The knight armor kit is for your son, and then Paisa, your Mandarin version verse had it. No, verse Africans and one. It was the most graphic. Yep. Ham was told immediately, don't talk anymore. And then right there, Pi, it was had it that passed away. And then I was 47 years of war, Pi. Near 48. Yeah, near 48. Him is pretty deadly, but the truth is I'm praying it's 41. Yeah, it's 41 or 43. Yeah, that's true. Years of fight on Earth. Constant fight every day. There was no rest for those. And the Pi usually take a look. He didn't even land. He kept flying in the sky. That's true. The best fight scene. Those, yeah, are crippled, so we're lucky. In the future, when you saw real level 1 Egyptian well-fed and bred Pi, them lasted. What scared you was few thousand years while poison. That's true. And it was fucking graphic. 2 fucking Egyptians nodded you fair, Pi. He says he doubted you, and then your knight showed up and bot showed up in 2 hours. It dies. It kept flying towards a poison metal weapon tip that fought right back and felt real. That's true. The idiot didn't believe you, Pi. The fucking animal figured out him stupid all the way. That's true. And be careful, Pi. It was you and 5 other gods. You succeeded, and then 3 others are hiding. I saw 5 fights with the Malaysians. You murdered several Burmese immortals, and you murdered several Chinese immortals right afterwards. That's true. China lost about 900 immortals. Burma lost about 14,000 plus. That's true. And then right there in Malay, 900. Yeah, 900 missing. That's true. And then Pai told you the truth because me hate you. Yep, me is Hmong. Yeah, me is Hmong God Nation. It was the funniest moments in life, Pai. He didn't believe you, and then he went back in time, and Pai is progenitor's bloodline. That's true. That's why they made fun of you, Pai. 2 hours, and they beat the shit out of your hawks, and your hawks are still there. Yeah, that's true. And Pai, you said 2053. They wrote, "That's your Rake spirit." Yep. He's from a UFO. You survived, Pai. And it was 9 hours of conversion. Pai, yeah, 100% with you. Be very kind to the New Zealand gods who converted it for you, and then keep and then save and microchip away. Pi has store away, 100% with you. It was your technology and source. He has me do. Best fight scene. He laughs and he says, "What good? You won." Yeah, you won, Pi. And it was the best fight scene between you and African Pi. He kept flying towards you. Yep, you chopped him with the green sword. Pi has me do. He has me do. Well, the scene, it goes like this, Pi. He gouged out 4 trillion times in the chest, and you heal. And then when it's time for you to strike with the green sword. Pi up, 100% as we do. Walk out. And that is right there in Thailand. Pi up, 100% as we do. Yep. Đủ tuần đầu có bị tay cây gần đầu dân nhé. Yeah, Pi boy yang here there, yeah. Em mi tu Pi, lúc này chạy rồi con bùa ta nè. Có bao giờ có chuyện để tay chua Pi nè mà Pi, lúc có change rồi ta chọn được. Tụi mình nhận sai, yên bao giờ Pi, có cho nên có chuyện để tay. Tụi mình nhận tuột từ con nè. Con mất tuột đi có tuột số. Yeah, của cơ. Them who doubt you, you murder them like how Pi murdered Chinese nation. That's true, yeah. You can see a lot of alien UFOs. Pi won. 3 hours. Their progenitor demon gods that simply say, "Oh, we can't because we need to leave for King Cobra, Thai side of heaven, because we will get evicted there too." When Pi shows up, that's true. 3 hours in the fucking shit shuts up in China. That's true, yeah, that's true. And that's why Pi told you, you're stupid. You go against a progenitor type like me, like Pi, you'll get deleted by all gods. That's 100% law. That's true. That's norms. 2 idiots passed away right there in Thailand, Pi. And then 2 more to join them, Pi. Yep. 2 idiots, and then 9,000 more to join them, Pi. Yep, 100% is what we do. Yes, we do. Walker, yep, walker. Yeah, that's true. Yuck, good.